Good morning, dear students. As we have finished in the term 2, first lesson of EVS 1, that is the birds. Okay, so today we are going to start the first lesson of EVS 2. Okay, in term 2. Okay, in first part in the book EVS 2 part 1, in that one lesson is remaining, that is the northern plain. It is included in term 2. So this lesson for the term 2 exam. Okay, so dear students, before that we have studied fifth lesson, the northern mountains. In that we have studied that location, that lifestyle of that lifestyle in the in that region. Okay, so in this lesson that subtopic is the three basins of the northern plain. So what is the basin? It is not like a home. So it is basin is, it is the portion of land which is drained by the river and its tributaries. It is the river basin. Okay, in this lesson we are going to study that is the river basin. So what is meant by river basin? That river basin, it is the portion of land drained by a river and its tributaries. So what is meant by tributaries? We have already studied in which lesson? I think in lesson number 4 we have studied that tributaries, distributaries, then sleet. Okay, so what is meant by tributaries? Anybody know? So small streams and some small rivers which join the main river, it's called the tributaries, and opposite of that the main river breaks and it flows in the small rivers or small streams. It is called the distributaries. Okay, so river basin is the portion of land drained by a river and its tributaries. So the first of all, the northern plains, which extends from in India from Punjab to Assam, that are many states included in this. So let us see the three basins of the three basins of the northern plain. In northern plain there are three river basin is included. So first is Indus basin, then second is Ganga basin, and third is Brahmaputra basin. Okay, so let us see about the Indus basin. So in that, so Indus basin is also called the Satluj basin. It is also known as the Satluj basin. Why? Because it is the basin is drained by the Satluj and Bij also. So first we will study that which state include in this Indus basin. That states includes in Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh. Okay, three states are included in this Indus basin, that is Punjab, Haryana and Chandigarh. So Indus basin is located in the western part of the northern plain. So in that three states are included, that is Punjab, Haryana and Chandigarh. And where it is located? It is located in the western part of the northern plain. Northern plain. Okay. So in that the special feature of that Indus basin is that Bhakra Dam. If anybody don't know about that, you can search on Google also, that Bhakra Dam is located on Satluj river. So that's why it is also called the Satluj basin also. Okay, so Bhakra Dam, it is the very important part of that basin because it provides electricity and water for the farming also. So there are many important things in this Indus basin. You can see that in Punjab there are many crops are grown. Because of that, Bhakra Dam is provided the many things like electricity, also water, also for farming of different crops. Okay, so Bhakra Dam is important thing in the Indus basin. So for Indus basin, you have to remember which states is covered in this basin, which rivers included in this basin, then what is the important thing for this basin, that is the Bhakra Dam you have to remember. Next basin is Ganga basin. As we know, the Ganga river. So Ganga is the river which is originated in the Gangotri. Okay, which is originated in the Gangotri glacier in the Himalayas. So glacier, I have already told you. It is the homework for you. You have to write the definition of glacier. I have already told you in when I taught the lesson number 4. That is the understanding rivers. Okay. So Ganga is originated in the Gangotri glacier in Himalayas. Okay, so first of all, what we have to study in the basin, that is Ganga basin. Which states are covered this basin? It is the northern side already. So which states is covered? That is Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, and Delhi. That states are covered in the Ganga basin. Then we have to study like that their lifestyle also, what is the important things in that state, that is a historical, religious place, that Red Fort also. Okay, so where it is located? It is located in the east part of the Indus basin. First we have studied the Indus basin. And where Ganga basin is located? It is located east part of the Indus basin. Okay, and which states it is covered? That Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, and Delhi. Okay, so there are many historical places, religious places in that state. So it is also important for us. So there are many rivers in this basin, that is mainly Ganga, Yamuna also, and tributaries of Yamuna, means small streams or small rivers of Yamuna river. Okay, so next basin is Brahmaputra. Brahmaputra, it is the largest basin in the, so it is very special river. Why? Because it is the only river which flows in the 3 countries. So which are that countries? India also, Tibet also, and Bangladesh. So it is the special river because it is the only river which flows through the 3 countries. Okay, so from which side it enters in the India? It is enter in the east side of India. So where it originated? It originates in the Manas Sarovar, and after that it flows and it enters to the Arunachal Pradesh in the India. Okay, so after that it flows in the Arunachal Pradesh and it flows to the Assam, and after that it enters to the Bangladesh. So it is the special river, we have to remember. So which states it is covered? Arunachal Pradesh, then Assam, I have already told you, Meghalaya, then West Bengal and Sikkim. Okay, so you have to remember which state it's covered. And which river is included in this Brahmaputra basin? That is one of that Brahmaputra, then next one Tista, and last one Manas. Okay, and the special feature is there are some hills, mountains which are very beautiful for that tourist place also it is located. Okay, so today we have studied the three basins of the northern plains. Okay, Indus basin, Ganga basin and Brahmaputra basin. And in that we have studied their first of all which state is covered this basin, then location, rivers and special features of the basin. So today you have to read the lesson, the northern plain. Okay, tomorrow first of all we will take the revision, and after the we will study the last point of this lesson. Okay, thank you.
Northern Plains. The northern plains are situated between the Himalayas in the north and Deccan Plateau in the south. They stretch from Punjab in the west to Assam in the east. The northern plains can be divided into three basins: the Satluj basin in the west, the Ganga basin in the middle, and the Brahmaputra basin in the east. The Satluj basin. The river Satluj flows towards the southwest through Punjab and joins the Indus River in Pakistan. The Satluj River basin is very fertile. Many crops are grown here. The Bakra Dam is built across the Satluj River. The Ganga basin. The Ganga is the most important river in the northern plains. The river originates as Bhagirathi from a glacier called Gangotri in the Himalayas. Many Himalayan rivers such as Gandak, Gomti, Ghagra and Kosi join Ganga on its journey eastwards. The Ganga flows through the states of Uttaranchal, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. It splits into two branches. One branch is the Hooghly, which flows through the city of Kolkata, and the other branch enters Bangladesh and is known as Padma. The delta made by Ganga and Brahmaputra is the largest in the world. It is called the Sundarbans. The Brahmaputra basin. The Brahmaputra river rises in Tibet and enters India from the east. It flows through a narrow valley in Assam. The Brahmaputra is the longest of the three great rivers of North India and enters India through Arunachal Pradesh. Now let us have a look of life in the northern plains. Let's begin with Punjab. Chandigarh is the capital of Punjab. The famous Golden Temple is situated in the city of Amritsar. The people of Punjab speak Punjabi and Hindi. Gurpurb, Baisakhi, Holi and Diwali are the main festivals celebrated in Punjab. Next comes Haryana. Haryana is situated in the Satluj basin. Gurgaon in Haryana has the largest car manufacturing plant in the country called the Maruti factory. Delhi. We all know that Delhi is the capital of India. All the central government offices are located in New Delhi. All major festivals are celebrated in Delhi and people from all states lives here. Qutub Minar, Red Fort, Jama Masjid are some of the famous monuments in Delhi. Hindi, English and Punjabi are the main languages spoken in Delhi. Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is the large and thickly populated state. Lucknow is the capital of Uttar Pradesh. The main languages spoken in Uttar Pradesh are Hindi and Urdu. Allahabad, Varanasi Agra and Kanpur are some important cities in Uttar Pradesh. The rivers Ganga and Yamuna meet at the Sangam in Allahabad. Bihar. Patna is the capital of Bihar. Eid, Diwali and Dasara are the main festivals celebrated here. The languages spoken are Hindi, Urdu and Maithili. The important traditional festival of Bihar is Chhat. Nalanda and Bodh Gaya are some of the important historical cities of Bihar. Jharkhand. The capital of this new state is Ranchi. Jharkhand is rich in minerals such as coal, iron, copper and aluminium ores. One of India's largest steel plants is located at Bokaro in Jharkhand. West Bengal. Kolkata is the capital of West Bengal. Fishing is an important occupation of the people. The language spoken here is Bengali. Durga Puja is the most important festival in West Bengal. Assam. Dispur is the capital of Assam. Guwahati is the biggest state of Assam. It is near Dispur. The people speak Assamese and the main festival is Bihu. The Kaziranga Wildlife Sanctuary of Assam is famous for one-horned rhinoceros.